So we've come to the end of April, and that means we're wrapping up our discussions about the best digital tools for small business. But before we move on to our next topic, we'd like to catch up with startup ecosystem leader Matthew Burns from Monday.com. Hi, Matthew, and welcome to Truevo Talks.
It is an absolute privilege to be here. I really appreciate the time and opportunity to speak.
Now, Monday.com is essentially a project management tool that performs a wide range of other functions. We're talking marketing, CRM, sales, creative production, but what most of us in the marketing world love about Monday.com is that it provides a seamless, simple way to manage tasks for teams, both big and small. We'd like to get Matthew's perspective on the digital marketing landscape as a whole and also find out a bit more about how Monday.com does its thing. My first question is, what are some of the most common challenges that small businesses face with regards to managing and trafficking their workflow?
Well, small businesses face a numerous amount of challenges, but in my experiences working with a lot of our customers here, I think the number one challenge that small businesses are facing right now is really decision making. That can often be something that can be perceived as quite simple, but when small businesses grow, it can become increasingly more challenging. So I would say that on the tactical side, that's really one of the most common things that I hear from our customers and other small businesses that I speak with.
Why is it important for small businesses to optimize the way they work and the workflow?
Especially in a small business where you're probably juggling a lot of hats, it's incredibly important that you optimize your workflow with a process that works really well for your team and your business. So that's why, at Monday.com, we are a work operating system. That's what we put forth and what we work towards so that anybody and everybody can optimize their workflows and build their businesses out, really run every aspect of the work that they do. So making those decisions as the challenge, it's really important to optimize that so that everybody can be as efficient as they can be.
What should small business owners look for in an effective workflow operating system or management tool?
Every business is unique. Every team is unique. Every person and how they want to work is unique in that regard. So when people are looking for tools, I think the most important thing that they need to look for is not whether it solves maybe a specific problem, but that it's flexible and adaptable. When it comes to optimizing a workflow, I actually just got done with a conversation with a customer right before this one. And they were saying, can this be further optimized? When are we going to feel comfortable with this? And my truthful answer was that I don't know if you'll ever really feel comfortable. There's always going to be ways that you can improve and modify because the business of today is not going to be the business of tomorrow, right? So, in any type of tool, especially if you're looking at something like a work operating system, it's really, really important that you understand and see how it can fit into kind of the future and be adaptable in that.
Just tell us about some of the cool stuff you can do with Monday.com.
I always like to lead with one of my favorites. A cattle rancher was using Monday.com to manage the livestock. And they were part of an agricultural futures group that were using these livestock to breed more livestock. So each line item inside of their Monday.com was actually a different type of cow, Bob the cow, Steve the cow, etc. Pretty much everything under the sun can be utilized by us. Major brands across the world that you might have heard of, especially during these lockdown times, like Hulu utilizes us, Universal Music, Adobe, Uber, entrepreneur.com. I also really love that the Discovery Channel here in the States also uses us to manage their ad sales. So that one was, I think, particularly inspiring. And that's, I think, really one of the fun things about Monday.com is when you come in and you come with a specific workflow that you want to optimize and make better, and you go and see just how powerful it can be, and then utilize it for every aspect of the business. And that's really what the Work OS vision is. The work operating system is that every aspect of the business can be touched and benefited by optimizing your workflow. And we don't want to replace anything that you're utilizing. We really want to make sure that it's integrated and seamlessly able to be that source of truth. So I think the coolest thing is being able to have that kind of aha moment where your source of truth is now in one singular place and everybody can work transparently off of it. So I could talk for a long time about it, but hopefully that gives you just a few options of the cool things that people are doing out there with our tool. Yeah,
that's really cool. Thank you so much for your time and just for sharing your insights with us.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.